Welcome. Today I have a challenge here. We have the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. So today I'm going to show you how to do many things on this phone. The first thing, the purpose of this video is replacing the screen. I already have a new screen here because the screen has this little crack on the top here, and it's like shows like some lines. The crack is like spreading on the screen here. So I'm going to show you how to replace the screen. Also, during this repair I will show you how to replace the charging port and how to replace the battery and how to replace the back cover. So I'm going to start with the back cover, and the more we are going deep I will give some advices about other parts. So let's start. In this repair, to do this repair, we need a Phillips screwdriver, a regular one, and we will need the IC Samo, this spray tool, and we will need playing cards, something like this, or I prefer to use the plastic, just like some thin, not thick, thin plastic, the same thickness like the playing cards. So it's supposed not to be very thick. Why I'm using the plastic? Because it's stronger than the playing cards, and I'm just like mentioning the playing card, maybe I will need them for some reason. So the first thing, also we will need the heat gun. I already have this heat gun here. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna heat up the back cover with the heat gun for like 1 minute. After you heat up the back cover for like 1 minute, you're gonna use this IC Samo, and you will make like a small, very small gap here on the side, and make sure don't wiggle with this. You may break the back cover. It's glass and it's very easy to break, and I hope I don't break it. I think I still need to add more heat. If you feel like it's not the IC Samo is not getting inside, try to heat up more to activate the adhesive which is holding it in the bottom. So let me try now one more time. Alright, so I make small gap here. So let me go all the way up. So once I make this small gap, as you see here, I will just insert this playing card inside and get rid of this one, because this may break the back cover easy. As you see, this one is not strong enough, so I'm going to use the plastic. Alright, even this one is not strong, so the plastic is good. So I will slide this plastic around these edges gently. Make sure don't go deep inside. You may like cut the cable for the wireless or for the fingerprint scanner. If you feel like it's very hard, try to use more heat. Alright, so I get this back cover out from here. So once you open it like this, let me take this glove. So once you open it like this, the fingerprint scanner has a cable connected inside. We need to disconnect it. We need to disconnect it. So I'm gonna use this tweezer to reach all the way in to that cable, lift it up. So this is the cable. this cable need to be disconnected. So this is the back cover. Let's put the back cover aside. Now we will open. We have like 14 or 15 screw here. To open these screws we will use only the Phillips screwdriver, the regular one, and we start from here. By the way, all the screws are the same on the Samsungs, just sometimes they have like 1 or 2 different screws. Make sure to not put the wrong screw in the wrong spot. So this is the last screw. Alright, so now I have to release this wireless part. This is used for the wireless charging. Alright, so it has a connection here, and this connection connected to these pins here. So that's how the phone charges. And then now, because the phone is on, so I have to disconnect the battery. The battery connection is here, just to turn off the phone. And we have this bracket here also, take it off. And we have another bracket here in the bottom, this one. Alright, so let me put this aside. Alright, so now I will show you how to remove the battery. The first step was to replace the back cover. I show you how to remove the back cover. Now it's the battery time. Try to not use any heat on the battery. Some people use the heat gun to activate the adhesive which is in the bottom. That's not good at all. I will use this IC Samu. I will insert it here because this is strong a little bit, and I will need like some force. So once I have the battery like lifted up like this, I will use my fingers and pull it out. It has this adhesive on the bottom. This is the battery. Let's put it aside. And now we need to remove the motherboard from here. To remove the motherboard, we need to disconnect all the cables. The first one is the screen cable. Before it was on the top here or here, but now on this the S8 is on this side. And we have these 2 cables here for the 4G and the 3G, and for the signal also. I disconnect these cables, and I have the camera on the top here. Camera cable, this one needs to be disconnected, and another cable here. So let me take these 2 cameras out. One is the front facing camera and the other one is the rear facing camera. This one is the proximity sensor, I'm sorry. This is the proximity sensor. And the rear facing camera is this one. Let me see if there is like something holding it. Okay, I still have another cable here. And now I can lift up the motherboard. And also we have the SIM card reader. I need to take it out from here. And I have another cable right here. So I'm just like disconnecting all the cables that hold the motherboard. Alright, so this is the motherboard, and we still have another cable here in the bottom. And we disconnect it this way. Alright, so this is the motherboard. To replace the charging port on this one, they make it very easy. Just you have 1 screw here holding the headphone jack. This is the headphone jack cable, and take this screw off and use like something and lift up this one, and this is the headphone jack, which is the side. And also we have here the charging port. The charging port has like another cable connected to it. It's right here. So this cable is for the, I think it's for the Wi-Fi, this one. If you just like pull the charging port this way, you may like cut this cable from here. This cable, is it connected right here? You may cut it from here or from here, so be careful. And also we have 4 more screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, and this is 2, 3, 4. And now I will just lift up this. And we have these 2 cables, we need to release them from here. Okay, this is the charging port. And the good thing on the charging port that it doesn't come with the soft case, which are like folded here and glued underneath the screen here. So to replace the charging port, there is like a very high risk that you will damage the screen during this repair, during the charging port replacement. So let's put the charging port aside. Okay, so now I will start like removing this screen. By the way, this screen is still like functional, so I will try to remove the screen without breaking the LCD in the bottom. To do that, I will use the heat gun and heat up this screen very well, and I will use these playing cards to slide it underneath and release the screen from its place. And hopefully I get everything done successful. Alright, so let me put this glove again, and I will use the heat gun and start heating it up. So after I heat up the screen, it's very hot, so I will use this one. As you see here, inside there is like small gap where I can get access to underneath the screen. So I will use this playing card and slide it here gently till I make a gap. As you see, the playing card is coming out from here. So I will heat up the bottom side. And I will do the same thing for the other side from here. I'm trying to save the bottom screen. Alright, so I got the screen released from here. Let me see the damage. So let's clean this frame. So let me see the damage on this one. So the card stuck here. It looks like this part here is almost damaged, but it doesn't look like it's cut. And also the card stuck here, and I don't think there is like a big damage there, and this place is fine. And as you see here, this cable is also damaged, but it's not cut. So which means this screen may be like useful for another device, not for another device, like just for testing the devices. Alright, so let's put this screen aside. Now I have to clean the adhesive. Alright, so I cleaned the adhesive. The frame is clean now, and it's ready for the new screen. The new screen comes with this plastic cover in it, like this, and I will remove everything. And this is like sticky, so I don't have to put any adhesive or anything. Just need to uncover the one I have, and the screen is ready for the installment. So I will make sure the screen, I will insert the cable from here and make sure the screen is 100% like aligned with the frame before I glue it down. Okay, the screen is perfectly matched with the frame. Alright, so now I will transfer the other part back to this screen. We're gonna start with the charging port. The charging port has 4 screws holding it. And the second thing, I will place the other part for the charging port here. Make sure it's all the way inside. And now it's time for the motherboard. Let's connect the cable from here first. Make sure this cable is all the way in the channel. So these cables, they are like underneath this part of the motherboard, so that's why you see me like trying to lift up the motherboard to put the cables underneath. And now I'm gonna connect this cable. And this is the screen cable. Proximity sensor. Camera, front facing camera. This is the headphone jack. Alright, I think everything is alright. So now I'm gonna put the battery. And before I put the battery, I will put the adhesive. Sometimes when you see these wrinkles on the battery, try to use the screwdriver and flatten it like this. So I'm putting this adhesive, just 2 strips here in the bottom. This will hold, which will, I mean, this will stop the battery from keeps moving inside the phone. Alright, don't disconnect the battery yet. Now we need to make sure first if everything is transferred perfectly. Yeah, I think so. So it's time to connect the battery. The battery is connected, and now I will put this bracket back, starting with the one in the bottom. Also, I forget to put the headphone jack screw, which is right here. And now I'm gonna put these brackets. All right, and this is another one. And this is the last bracket. And now before I go ahead and put the screws, I will just turn on the screen and make sure it's working normal. Et voila, as you see. Let me put this plastic on back just to keep it like without fingerprints. And then now it's time to put the screws. All right, here you go. The phone is on. It's working normal, as you see. Alright, so now I'm gonna turn the light off and finish putting the screws. So now I'm gonna put this adhesive on the corners here, I mean on the edges, like this. I will cut the adhesive now evenly with the edges. Make sure the adhesive is sticking very well. And once you are sure, uncover it like this. Make sure there are no overlapping adhesive. Alright, so now I will connect this cable. I will connect it here in its place. I will make sure this one is aligned. It's aligned from the top and the bottom. And I will connect this one. I will use the tweezers to grab that cable and make sure it's matching with its connection. By the way, this cable is short, and I'm trying to match it with the connection on the motherboard. This is not professional, by the way. How the Samsung they do this, it's not professional. Alright, it's connected. This is supposed to make the cable like longer a little bit, enough so we can connect it to the motherboard easy. So now I will just let this go down. Alright, I think everything is good. So yeah, we're done. That was the replacement for the screen on the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. And also is the same thing for the Samsung Galaxy S8, the regular one, not the Plus, is the same thing. The home button is you put your finger and it vibrates. It's like a haptic feedback on it. You touch, you touch and it opens. Let me test the camera. The camera is working as you see. And front facing camera. Where is it? It's right here, I think. Alright guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.